a speed greatness, we hope you're going to do it really fast.
We hope you are speedy. Okay. We're going to have that float on top there. And here we go.
So you're going to be on it. You're going to not complain. So don't go past Delwyn to stay in the frame. Yeah, like right there, you're resting on the frame. So, okay. And I'd like to think of. Oh, is it recording?
Yeah.
It's totally recording now.
Welcome to the stage, Kirsten and Justin.
Already.
All right, well, we can turn it off now because you declared that you failed already. So
right.
thank you, Justin, for submitting
we
that.
Are done.
And I really do believe that regionals are an opportunity for each of us to step into our greatness. So, who here loves to hear the greatness that they possess? Raise your hand.
I know I do. Who here loves to give the greatness to others?
These are kind of weird
Who
questions.
here knows that heartfelt connections are created through sharing the greatness that we have inside of
So I'm going to encourage y'all to find some better questions.
Yeah, reframe up those
Right
questions.
now we're going to have an opportunity to do a process. And this process is an opportunity to just see in a person.
Okay, process isn't really a word I like to use from stage. Right now we're going to have an opportunity to do a process.
Because that's kind of our limitless language.
Backstage. That's
Yes.
limitless language. The process means processed foods, processed meats, and
now we're going to process
now we're going to process you, and that it feels kind of it's a sticky word, and I wouldn't use it from stage. We use it backstage to reference what we do. As far as what you could use instead, you give them the opportunity to have a breakthrough. Right now, you're going to have an opportunity to experience
transformation,
whatever the process is going to give them, the result of the process.
Okay.
So
yes.
Just don't use process on stage as far as when you're about to introduce an experience that people are going to have.
Have you ever received a text that just made your day? Mm-hmm. Have you ever given a text or a message or just a moment of kindness? Just your intuition said, "You look so beautiful today," and it just made that countenance smile.
So today we are going to be operating not at the speed of light, but at the speed of greatness. In a moment, we're going to hand each of you.
I don't know what that means. If I'm an audience member, I have no idea what that means.
You will have the opportunity to.
So I would be kind of confused by that also.
Give someone the words of life.
Yeah.
Don't know what words of life means either.
Dating, just without the dating. So we're going to take a moment and we're just going to look at someone in the eye, maybe just for 10 seconds, and write a word or a phrase about the greatness that we see in them.
So to demonstrate, if I had my label and a pen with me, I would.
Well, why you do right now here at the moment?
I have one in the moment. All right.
That was a good adjustment right there.
Take my label and pen. And I would step into Justin in his presence, and I would receive an energetic download of intuition.
Okay,
do the same.
So now we're using phrases that are not common. I don't know what the heck an energetic download is.
As an audience member.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to look at you and I'm going to see something brilliant. Now, I know where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
They may know where it's coming from, but I'm not going to necessarily tell them. I'm going to say I'm going to look at you and say, you are a powerful conscious creator, or something to that effect, and give them a simple example.
Or you may say, I'm going to look at this person and I'm going to hear or feel some words come to mind that are something great about this person. So I'm then going to write those words down without saying them, and then stick that label to that person.
On.
Yeah.
I'm going to label you.
I'm going to label you. I'm going to put you in a box and process you.
And simultaneously.
And my pen would be working. Thank you.
And then I would place it upon her arm or shoulder.
Good safety. Good body safety there.
So you gave great instruction.
We'll do the same.
Thank you. And then I'd move on to the next person. And we would do that through all of the people here tonight.
So right now, we're going to hand out our pens and our labels, and we will share words of life with each other. Thank you.
If you use the term words of life, just be sure to explain what that means. It's a good phrase. Just give it some context. What are words of life?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is meant to trust that intuition, to just take
Good.
that moment and to look and to see that person and trust that intuition at that moment. It's not me. We've all done the speed of, or we've all done the greatness I see in you, where we've talked for 2 or 3 minutes. But this is just a kind word or a phrase. So let's all stand up, find a partner, and after you're done with that partner, you can move on to the next person. Once you have completed, go ahead and sit down. Once you have completed with all of the people, go ahead and sit down and just review those words.
Okay, I wouldn't say once you're done with that partner. It just feels like a checklist item, making people into objectification a little bit. Say once you've completed the process of honoring the person in front of you. That's a different phrase I would use. Justin, I love the way that you show up on stage. You seem to really care about the people, not just that you're working with on stage, in this case Kirsten, but you seem to really care about the people in your audience, and that is very well conveyed in your tone and the words that you use. This is a really cool process.
I love for us to speak greatness and put labels at the end of that one. Half the time I look at it, I'm like,
Yeah, I think we have it down as greatness labels or something.
having music in the background does add to what you're doing in a powerful way.
Sets a really good tone. Yeah, I'm thinking.
So y'all are doing a great job. They went into the process. I would have loved to seen you setting it up more and letting us get to know you a little bit more before you jumped right into that process.
A bit more of a story, lead up, a frame up.
I'll give you about 10 more seconds.
Good warning. Very good warning. It's a really long 10 seconds.
Okay.
Mine taking 10 seconds, usually about 3 seconds.
What experience did you have?
You could even let the music play through the shares.
We need to say your name.
Sorry, I'm Dylan.
Hey,
Dylan.
Dylan.
I noticed that I felt your presence and your spirit more than I have with other people. And I think I was feeling with more of your energy and your spirit. And so even though I took a moment to look into your eyes, I immediately could feel your presence and your journey in life. I may not know the details, know where you're at.
Anyone else felt like that?
Good acknowledgement. Good acknowledgement.
It was interesting as we came in, we had some conversations that I felt that they kind of just went away for at least that moment, that we were able to just see the greatness in each other. How about a couple other shares?
I noticed that.
Let's share your name.
Oh, I'm Miriam.
Hey,
Miriam.
I noticed I've done this a few times before, and I noticed that I got different words this time than I usually do. Like before, it's been to like they've all been in the same realm, and then I noticed that I got a wider variety this time. And I enjoyed that.
So it's nice to have other people notice all of your other talents instead of just the usual set ones.
Kirsten, you really acknowledge people well. This is probably Justin's video, so Justin give this feedback to her, but she acknowledges people well.
I don't know. I just like all of them.
I've noticed that you actually anchored those into your phone.
They probably won't come off very easy.
Isn't that wonderful that now they are part of you?
Yep.
Right? That you have that.
Good job.
Any other shares?
Avoid using the phrase any other and say what other. Or let's get one more. Or
Yes, I love that.
I had a similar experience of Marion that having done this before, like it totally shifted. And the thing that was interesting is because I was kind of grumpy coming in, and 3 of them said gentle, and so it was amazing to realize that whatever feelings I was having didn't dominate who I was.
Thank you.
it's cool insight.
And isn't it
It's
amazing that just a small group of 8 of us, 9 of us, were able to create that moment just for 10 minutes. We're able to see the greatness that exists in another person.
Good.
And
I
it
like
happens
how
so
you
quickly.
changed that to greatness that
I was
exists in
able
another
to sit in
person.
front of each of you, and something came. That intuition came rapidly, and I was able to offer those words.
So, this is what we're here for. I really believe, as Limitless, we get to be messengers of the words of life. And this is our opportunity that as we fill each other with the words of life, we will be empowered to fill those who come to our regional with the words of life. And I want to thank all of y'all for showing up today. Because each of you has value, and you're all so powerful and so needed. Thank you.
Most of these people will never have heard some of these phrases.
Yeah, glad you're bringing that up.
And that will be our opportunity to just share that love with them, to allow them to step into their greatness. That's already there, but it will be our opportunity to let that shine.
So you're ending with a really powerful
So I applaud you.
and
Thank you for
tapping
being
into your
here.
audience.
Thank you for supporting
And
Kirsten
that
and Salt Lake
becomes-
and making this Limitless.
You know your audience, and you gave them what they needed, and you were able to teach them in that moment. And all of those individuals now have a better understanding of what it is that you were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and so that is a great example.
So when you wrap up, you said, I applaud you, which leaves you clapping. But when you can say, give yourselves a huge round of applause, that brings everyone into the applause so they can acknowledge each other, which is perfect for ending up, wrapping up Spreed Greatness. Okay, we will send this video to you along with some feedback and an email, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.
Awesome.